Before you all listen to the show, I had to get this off my chest. Before we started the show, I showed my support for Keyon and I told him I'm sorry that he has to go through this. And his reply was, "We were made for this." And when he says we, he means black people. And it's the fact that he's right is why I'm making this little pre segment right now. Why do we have to endure so much injustice, and why do we have to second guess everything that we do, and why do we have to get questioned and possibly question if this will cost us our careers or our lives, man? I don't get that. It doesn't make sense to me why we have to go through that every single day. You know, just yesterday, Ralph Laurel, a 16-year-old boy, he knocked through somebody's door and was shot in the head. Why can't we just knock with somebody's door? Why do we have to be possibly killed for that or severely injured for that? Why do we have to lose our jobs over something that's not even that serious, but because the color of our skin, it's the biggest deal in the world? And why can't people understand and see from our standpoint that these conflicts are because we are black people, are because we are people of color? Why is it that every generation has to be taught by their parents and their grandparents and possibly their great grandparents? This is what you do in this situation where you're possibly about to lose your life. This is what you do in this situation where you're possibly about to lose your job. This is what you do in this situation when you get stopped by the police or have an encounter with the police. And I could go on and on and on. We are going through so much pain and agony, and we just have to sit here and take it. And in the words of Keyon, we were built for this. I don't like this, and I don't agree with it at all. But y'all knew that already. I just had to get that off my chest. So on to the show. Thank you all for listening to this little snippet. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the show Takes on the Yard. I am your host, Minram Fumo. Today, under unfortunate circumstances, we are joined by a good friend of mine, Keyon Smith. So recently, Keyon was removed from his job at Colonel Heights Middle School over an alleged racial misconduct. And so, how are you doing today, Keyon?
I'm good. I'm good.
So, can you just explain the sequence of events leading up to you being removed from your position?
It really all started over playing time. That was a big issue in the group, but it's not rec ball anymore. It's middle school, high school ball, and even in college ball, playing time is earned, not given. And I repeatedly, and the coaches, not just myself, the coaches repeatedly told the kids there's three ways to get in the lineup: behavior, grades, and baseball ability. And so at first, everything was all good until the same lineup start going out there and people was wondering because maybe their grade is better than the next one, or they think that this person messed up, or they think their child should be out there, which is completely fine to think. But you also got to think this is middle school ball, not rec ball no more. But it all started when we got our first win and we went to Texas Roadhouse after. But man, it was after the game. The parents took their kids to the restaurant. I drove myself home. I'm over 21 and I had a drink. I had a drink and that was that. It was just a drink. So proceeded some time down the line. And to sum it up, I sent the drink menu from Texas Roadhouse in the group chat with the players and the coaches. And it was literally nothing. I can read it to you how it was presented. I'm pull it up right now. It started off, we was talking about baseball, spring break, opening day, talking about baseball. Then I was at Texas Roadhouse, seen the menu, sent it in there. And this is the caption. Coach K ready to get another one of these bad boys. One of the players laughed and said, "You get the high C too?" And then another player said, "Get the fun juice." And I said, definitely got the high C. It was it. But then like a couple of days later, the player sent it, a player sent it back in the group chat and was like, "Coach, look," because he was at Texas Rollout. And that was just that. And the next day I get a call, come in for a meeting, and he pulled out the screenshots of the group chat and what I just said. And it just confused me because it wasn't nothing harmful. I didn't say, "Y'all take a drink or let's cheers up," nothing like that. It was just simply, "Coach, you better get one of these." And should I have not sent it? Probably not, but I didn't think nothing of it. It was meaningless, you know? It's more reasons to it, but I can't disclose that right now because this is ready to go to the next. But, yeah, that's that, and I was like they was either told me resign or it was gonna look like I got fired, and being that this is, like, my first head coaching gig, what I went to school for and stuff like that, I didn't want that on my record to so I just resigned from it, but it's just like, it's not right, it's not right, and I'm not even the person who was that brought it to light because I was gonna let it go, honestly, but my fellow assistant coach, one of my assistant coaches brought it to light, and now here today.
And to further speak on that, how did the players and their parents react when they heard about your removal?
So as soon as I said in the group chat to the players, like 80% of the players said that they were quitting. Like majority of the players said they were quitting, they was done because of, like the bond reading group, we only been with each other maybe I'm gonna say 2 months. And like I met them in the classroom portion as well because I was a substitute at the school. I am a substitute at the school system. And I met with them then, but like baseball wise, we only been together like 2 months. And we built so much, like the grades went up. I got no F's on the team, behavior increased, ability increased, everything. So like they was ready to turn it all in because I wasn't there. And there really wasn't a reason to like remove me. And the parents, they was just devastated. Like one of the parents said she couldn't sleep as well as I couldn't sleep the same night it happened. Like everybody was devastated. The ones who's not involved with it, but it was devastating. And to see them back me like this warmed my heart a lot.
And since you put your story out on social media and it's been brought to light, have there been some messages you received where people were opposed to what you had to say and they weren't hearing your situation clearly?
Oh, not really. Not to me, to my knowledge, the only messages that I've seen that's been like against the situation is the ones that's involved. Or it was one guy who tried to say it wasn't what it was, but he doesn't see it from our standpoint. I'm not going to speak on you get what I'm the gist of it. But yeah, but I have received like numerous parents or just individuals reach out to me from all over, like Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, like all over reaching out to me saying I shouldn't have deserved that. Hopefully everything works out, things get better. Like I've been shown a lot of love during this situation.
And what do you hope to accomplish with this story being put out?
Like a change need to happen, man. Like we shouldn't still be dealing with this stuff today. Like I really, my main goal, really, I want to finish my season with my boys, finish what I started. Cause I told them it's not all about baseball and they starting to learn that. So now it is the message is getting through. I'm doing the right thing and still get kicks for it. Like I really just want to finish the season with my boys and a change gotta happen. You gotta let the coaches coach sometime. All the time, honestly. Cause if you wanted to coach, you should have decided to be the coach.
And before we end, would you like to say anything to your supporters, your players, their parents, and possibly any opposers?
Man, to everybody in the situation that's supporting me, I appreciate y'all 100%. Y'all don't understand. Like, I took maybe 2 hours replying to over 600 some shares, appreciating people. Like, y'all been showing me nothing but love. To my players, them boys know I love them to death. Like, I still train some of them. Like, I love them boys to death. I still support them. Hope they do good in school, everything. They know it's all love for me. To the parents, y'all the best. Y'all showed me mad love for my first head coaching season, and y'all still showing me love. Like y'all told me from day one, as long as I do my job, they're gonna do their job, and y'all doing it. So I appreciate y'all. To the ones that's against it, I pray and hope that you elevate sooner or later in life and mental state because where you at right now is just not where you need to be.
All right. Thank you for joining me today, man.
I appreciate it.
All right, everybody, that's the show for today. I appreciate you all for listening, and I hope you all got something from this. Stay safe and be blessed.